gun owner education prior to having a permit.
Okay, so one of her questions is, one of the requirements is increasing the requirements for gun education. I understand that. Unfortunately, it's not going to do anything. It's not going to stop anyone from murdering someone else. Okay, so one of the major issues is not accidents with guns. I think that it's a fraud in order for the government to get more money from you to make it harder just to get your license. And it's my issue with that in terms of requiring classes. It's not going to stop at that. It's going to keep going forward. Just like in Portland or in Oregon, some of the requirements that they have is just going to get more strict. And so I see no reason for it statistically. The same reason why, the same reason why the main issue is suicide, right? Most of the deaths, 20,000 a year in the United States, is from suicide. That's like the main issue. So if we want to really go to the problem, we should really focus on mental health in terms of helping people out who are suicidal, especially our veterans. So I don't think that gun safety is the problem in terms of people dying statistically. So.
But even just the basics, I mean, someone that can, I mean, I have a gun, right? Like, yeah. All I had to do was go give my fingerprint to the sheriff's office, and that's it.
Yeah.
But like, I also learned how to stand correctly, how to aim correctly, how to breathe correctly. Like, there's so much more complexity than just, oh, I can protect myself.
But how
great,
many people
but
die?
how?
How many people die from not standing right?
I don't know. Yeah. That's what I mean.
Well,
like,
the thing is, there's classes everywhere that you can
do
for it. It doesn't have to be a requirement. If you don't feel comfortable with the gun, you can pay to have a class and take class. It does not need to be a requirement.
We don't need more requirements.
That's where I don't feel. That's where I'm not comfortable with that.
Sure. So, and that is part of this bill, which is the least of my concern on there. But they're putting everything together in one. That's the problem. So it's still a no on 1639. Even if I were to agree with you, it's still a no on 1639 because of everything else. Like the fact that they're going to require you how to lock up your firearms in your own house, which makes it completely useless in self-defense situation.
But that does contribute to the statistics, right? Is that in most of these cases where we have had mass murders, it usually is from a family member or a household member who didn't realize the gun was even missing.
Okay.
So doesn't that, in fact, contribute to that statistic?
Okay, so we want to talk about, okay, absolutely, you want to talk about mass murders, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, isn't that usually...
So mass murders, unfortunately, this is not going to be very popular to say, guys, but mass murders aren't a problem statistically in this country. It's sad to say. It's emotionally charging, and it sucks that it happens, okay? But we're talking about 300 people per year who die from long guns. 300. That's it. So I don't understand, even if we were to actually lock up every single long gun, these people most of the people who go out and murder, you're not going to save any lives, is the issue. And you're going to, what's the point of having a gun in your household for self-defense? Someone breaks into your house and you can't use it. It's locked up. It takes too long. What's the point? You have it in your household so that you can defend your household, especially single mothers. Single mothers living in high crime neighborhoods, the worst thing they can do is have their gun locked up, especially if they've been broken into 3, 4, 5 times and then become targets. So, do you have any other questions? Yeah, those are legitimate questions though. Is there any other questions on 1639 or anything?
I have a question.
Doing good. How are you doing? I'm glad to be here.
Good. Welcome to WSU. So I was like reading a lot about the opposition for this bill, and I was wondering what would better alternatives be, because like I know that some people might not agree with it, but guns, there has been violence, there's been deaths to the names of guns before. And that is a problem. So if not like this, what are other alternatives that you think could help that?
Sure. Okay. So you want to solve the problem in terms of there's 10,000 people per year who are murdered by guns, right? Okay. And almost all of them are from handguns. Okay. So your concern is the 10,000 people who die every single year from these weapons, and I understand that sucks that happens. Okay, and I'm not here to downplay it, but that number is insignificant compared to some of the other problems that we have in this country. Insignificant. The fact that what guns do is it saves millions and millions of lives from genocide in this country. So that's what we got to look at. What I believe, to answer your question though, and you can disagree with it, but to answer your question is, we don't need to solve that problem. We need less regulations, not more. We need more people, we need good people to own guns. If we had more of a gun culture in this country, okay, because we don't really have, like, even though people think we do, people are demonizing them like they're bad. If we had a rifle in every single household, law-abiding household, crime would go way down. There'd be a lot less murders.
It's not a binary issue of whether you got to take away guns or there's no solution. There's solutions. You just can't take away guns to solve the problem.
Because then the hammer becomes the weapon.
Violent crimes are perpetuated, like people are working their homes like on alcohol, things like that. So how do you feel about changing the issue with people, everybody having guns? I guess my question is, how do you feel about mental illness and guns? Do you disagree from, safety?
I think, that's a legitimate question, but I don't know the answer to that, because we can't determine, who should or should not have guns in terms of mental health problems. If you have a history of violence, that's one thing, okay? But there's a lot of people out there that they're just going to start going after you for every single mental health issue that you can possibly have, and then they're going to have to open up your medical records, which opens up Pandora's box. Okay, I truly believe, I don't believe doctors should be deciding who should or should not be able to purchase guns. That's my problem. Unfortunately, it means that once in a while, someone is going to get access to a gun who shouldn't, who mentally should not do it. I just don't know how to solve that problem.
What about parents who are unsure or like reporting their kids, threatening to hurt people? I mean,
That's illegal.
We keep hearing about that where parents ask for help with their kids and they're not getting help and they're just go shoot up the school.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, or take their guns.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, I think that if you're threatening someone, that's illegal, and the police should be called, and they should take care of that problem, because you can't do that. I mean, there's issues, there's examples where they're literally threatening to shoot up schools on social media. That's not legal. So that should be taken care of right away. So that's not a problem with taking guns. That's a problem with people, either the community not reporting it or the police not doing their job. Or police standing down, which we've seen in some of these situations.
So what about having guns in houses for kids who...
What's that?
These are just things I'm wondering about as they come back. Like, about parents who have guns in their house and their kids are laying in bed.
Yeah, that's a parent's responsibility. I don't know. Yeah.
Most of the handgun murders in this country are done by gang members and criminal acts. Remember, criminals can still get guns even if you take them to law-abiding citizens.
That's right.
They will that's what happened in Mexico. Mexico, they used in the Constitution you can have guns. They changed it. They took away all the guns and they gave all the power to the cartels. They gave all the power to the criminals. That's not the answer. Mexico is the most strictest gun laws in the world, and look at how many people are dying from gun violence. I mean, those are all American guns, but still. Did you have questions? Yeah.